How would you learn a new language in an academy or by going directly to a country where it's spoken and working there? Number one, if you want to start learning a language, you can always take the approach that you were kind of taught in school. So you go ahead and take a textbook about, why not Italian? I've got Italian right there. You take those two textbooks here and start at the beginning and go read, and then you're like, si chiama, I don't know, man, I can't speak Italian. Really, I got no clue. But you can go through it, and there are like exercises in here and so on. So you can do that. Everyone can do that. And I actually would do that. There's also grammar book and so on. But it's not the main thing that you should focus on. But it's approach number one. Then you make flashcards and so on. You know, the typical way of how you're being taught a language in school. The theory gives you, hey, what is the Italian word for, like, I'm just using Italian once again as an example. But what is the Italian word for sheep? I don't know either. But you're being taught what sheep is in Italian. That's great. That's good to know. Wonderful. Now you know what a sheep is called. But how often are you talking about sheep in conversation? Very little. So you focus on the things that are actually important. Like, for example, if you go out having dinner, some locals talk about dinner. You may be ordering some food to your table. You may need to pay the bill, and that makes things quite easy because you just focus on the necessities, not on all the necessary things. They can come later. You know, knowing what a sheep is in Italian is still interesting, but maybe not at the beginning. You go surround yourself with native speaking people. So if you want to learn Italian, the best thing you can do is going to Italy and try to speak, and then fail at speaking, and then learn from your mistake. That's literally the easiest and quickest way of how you can learn pretty much anything, but in particular languages. You go ahead and just do it. It's not as simple as that, because you still need some form of basics, but even those can be taught to you by an Italian, and it's way quicker through that because they know what is actually important. It's always easier to learn the foundation in the actual country, or at least with people around you. And the next thing that you can do, and I would highly recommend to you, because I learned English that way, and I'm not quite sure, like, I hope at least that I don't suck at English. But go ahead and turn on the TV, like Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever your favorite streaming service may be, and watch your favorite show. That's my recommendation to you. Go binge watch your favorite show, but not in your local native language, but in the one that you want to learn. Don't know anything, yeah. Turn on subtitles. And always focus on the subtitles, yeah, but at least subconsciously you're picking up some phrases that actually help, and you are artificially surrounded with conversations that matter to you. Plus, it's fun. It's way more fun if you actually do that. Like, going out to people, talking to them acquires some form of confidence. And I know, like, I've been a child and a student as well. Now everyone is confident. There's some introverts out there, so it's not the easiest way. But binge watching a show, it can't get easier than that, can it? That is just like, huh? At least at the beginning. Like, when you know some form of anything in a language, then the best thing that you can still do is go ahead and discuss things like politics, for example, or scientific things. Like, talk about Gaza with people in Italy. It sparks some form of discussion, some form of, hey yo, where's your knowledge, where are your sources from, and so on. And then you need to give your sources in Italian. Do discussions, go out to people, talk to them, binge watch your favorite shows in the native language that you would like to learn. Go ahead and take care of the theory, use flashcards and so on. Like, the normal study advices and tips still apply